This is almost unbelievable, this statistic. A whopping 45 million North Americans regularly suffer from headaches, caused by everything from stress to sex. Most everyday headache pain is nothing to worry about, but in some cases, headaches signal a hidden health problem. Carolyn Dean, Dr. Carolyn Dean is with me to talk about dealing with headaches. Sex can cause headaches?
Well,
well, that's what, but it said on the research that
you start with such a zinger.
Well, I thought we'd just get that over and then
get right into
stuff.
it. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I thought women got it before.
Well,
or
no,
men,
actually, men get more headaches.
I knew it.
It's true. It's true.
Men get more headaches?
I recently read that statistic somewhere. Okay, if you consider that headaches can be caused by increased blood flow to the head, the blood vessels increase and throb, then with sex you increase blood flow to various parts of the body, including the head. And then that supposedly can cause head pressure. If the pressure is directed into the right places, then you're okay. But if it if it builds up in the head, I guess you can get a headache.
You mean if you don't do it right, you'll get a headache?
You're going to get me in trouble.
Oh, we knew that. Okay, but so you can get a headache. Well, what do you do if you get headaches? You got to go to a doctor and say, I get a headache while I'm having sex.
Okay, well, let's drag this out a little more. If you get headaches from pressure in the head, if you feel it pulsing, you could put ice behind your head. You could try to meditate and direct it somewhere else. If it's in the head because every time you have sex, it could be psychological. You're trying to avoid sex. I mean, there's all that aspect. But physically, the pressure could be there. Ice
and meditating.
And meditating and a hot bath.
Harry, what are you doing?
I know.
Okay, so we laugh, but I'm sure that if it does happen to some people, it's not funny. I mean, it must. Okay,
yeah.
But that's uncommon, is it? I mean, have you ever had someone come in and complain of that? Is that a problem you deal with?
Actually, you know, I really have not.
What is the most common kind of headache you get a complaint about?
It's tension headache. It's people who come in and when they're talking about their headache, they're grabbing their neck and doing. Right. Actually, as soon as I heard about this coming on the program, I got a headache. I think I simulate things. I pick things up. So I started getting this tension headache, and it turned.
Do you have it now?
No. My chiropractor treated it.
Oh, okay.
Which we can get into the various treatments, but there are people who, with worry and stress, will
carry their tension. Yeah.
This muscle here is only supposed to be about 1 inch thick, and with worry and stress, it just builds up here. It's like people who go around and wear their shoulders up around their ears, and you know people like that, and you have to really consciously.
Or when they get so uptight, they get like
uptight.
this, like this, like
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the most of the headaches that we suffer from are caused by tension and stress.
Tension and stress.
Okay.
And from there, it's tightening the muscles. It may be pushing on the vertebrae of the neck. It may be pushing even on some nerves and blood vessels. So, for example, when you're treating a headache, you have to think about all those different aspects, those different tissues that are affected.
So if somebody is suffering from headaches, and I mean, everybody gets headaches occasionally, but the problem is really only going to come to your attention if someone is, you know, it's like every other day, or it's just going on. Yeah. This is notwithstanding migraines, which are a different category, but chronic tension headaches need to be dealt with in terms of what do you have to look at?
Well, first of all, you have to make sure, this is aside from people who have tumors and all kinds of problems that could be organic in nature. But to look at in terms of chronic tension headaches, you have to look at people's posture. You have to look at the way they hold themselves. How they handle stress then is another aspect. If people under pressure start building up tension, then they can learn relaxation and meditation methods to deal with that. So many people now are at keyboards and focusing on keyboards. Yeah. There could be eye strain factors, computer glare factors that are affecting people. So when a doctor takes a history about a headache, you have to know all these things. And then there are other factors that we'll get into later about allergies, you know, unsuspected things that could be causing headaches.
I said I only get a couple of headaches a year, but I forgot that I'm one of those people that get sinus headaches. Yeah, those are great. You just want to rip your face off or pound it into the wall.
You cannot tie your shoelaces when you have a sinus headache.
What causes, I don't know for different people what causes them, but...
Well, in order that our heads aren't too heavy and don't fall over, the bones in the face are hollow with sinus
So if the bones were
cavities.
solid, you mean your face would fall over? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
I do that. So the sinus cavities, they're surrounded with mucous membrane. So those mucous membranes are always secreting. I mean, you can blow your nose any time and get a little bit of mucus. If your nose gets plugged up with a cold, then those sinus exits can get blocked up, and the mucus can build and build and build until it causes pressure. And that can be a headache. Now, it can be a viral sinus infection or a bacteria. If it's a bacteria, then you have to be treated with antibiotics. If it's an allergic or viral sinus problem, which means your mucus is clear or yellow rather than green for bacteria, color-coded, then for the...
Thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah.
For those of you who are about to have lunch.
Yeah. For the allergy and viral parts of those sinus headaches, you use ice, avoid things that are causing you allergies, use maybe nasal sprays to open up the sinuses.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the granddaddy of them all, there's headaches called cluster headaches, which I've never had, fortunately, and I've never had migraines, but they are terrible things. In fact, we have some people sitting in our audience now who have headaches as we speak, migraine headaches. So we'll talk about migraines, cluster headaches, and what can be done about them right after this.